Good morning everyone. In the previous class we have studied the concept of goal-seek, which is one of the tools for what-if analysis in Excel. Let's take a quick recap. What-if analysis has 4 different tools: goal-seek, data tables, scenario manager and solver. We have seen in the previous class how goal-seek works. Goal-seek is a technique to calculate backward to obtain an input that would give you a desired output. That means it is a way to calculate one of the input value when the output is already known. It is also called back solving. It can either be attempted through trial by putting different values for input to get the desired output, or more logical tools like goal-seek. Let us try to solve some word problems using goal-seek. Suppose that you need to buy a car. You know that the bank provides a loan at 8% rate of interest and for 5 years, and how much you can afford to pay each month. Now you have to use goal-seek to determine what is the value of the car you can go for. That means you know the interest rate offered by bank and the time period for which the loan is being provided to you, and you also know how much you can pay as a monthly installment. So you need to find out the loan amount that you can take from the bank. Let us formulate this problem in Excel. Okay, let's try to set up our Excel sheet now. So we need to find out the loan amount on which we are calculating the monthly installment. Interest rate as given in the question is 8%. Term is given to you as 5 years. But we have to have term in terms of months because we are calculating a monthly installment. So in 5 years we'll be having 5 into 12 months. That means 60 months. Now to calculate monthly installment we'll be using the formula PMT. PMT, the first parameter that it takes is the interest. Now interest is given to you as yearly. So we need to take a monthly interest rate. That means we have to divide B2 by 12. Next parameter is the term, and term is contained in cell B3. Then the amount. The amount is present in the cell B1. Currently there is nothing in B1, so the formula will not show up any result because this is something that we are trying to calculate. So let's see what the formula gives us. It gives us a value which is 0 because we don't have anything for loan amount, and this is something we are trying to calculate using goal-seek. So now let's see how goal-seek works. Go to data, go to what-if analysis and click on goal-seek. You can see that goal-seek takes 3 parameters. One is set cell, second is to value, and third is by changing cell. So set cell is the cell for which you already know the value. In our problem, we know how much the monthly installment can be, and the monthly installment is present in the cell B4. So that means we can fix the cell B4. Say for example, we can pay 20,000 per month as installment. That means we are fixing B4 as 20,000. Now by changing cell, the cell for which we are trying to find out the value. In this case, we are trying to find out the loan amount, and the cell for that would be B1. Now let's see what goal-seek gives the values as. So click on OK, and you can see if the interest rate is 8% for 60 months, if we are going to pay 20,000 rupees per month, the amount of car that we can go for is some 9,86,000 rupees. So this is how a backward calculation happens using goal-seek. When you know your output and you have to calculate one of the input values. Let us take another word problem. XYZ company makes 4 different products, product A, product B, C and D. The company can produce 1,000, 750, 500 and 100 of each product respectively. The products also sell for $50, $20, $35 and $50 respectively. Now say the company feels that their underdog product D could be producing much more. They also want their revenues to be 60,000. How many more of product D will they need to produce? So let's try to formulate this problem in Excel first. So let us try to set up the Excel sheet. We have 4 products. So product A, B, C and D, their production and their sales price. So from the question we have taken the values. Product A, the production is 1000, B 750, C 500, D 100. And the sales price for each is 15, 20, 35 and 50 respectively. Now what will be our net revenue? Net revenue will be the number of units sold and the unit sales price. So that means cell B2 multiplied by cell C2 to get the net revenue of product A. And similarly we can get the values for product B, C and D by simply dragging this formula using one more feature of Excel, which is the relative referencing. Now what is the total revenue in this case? Let's calculate that using the sum function. So using the sum function we get the total revenue as 52,500. Now what the question says? The question says the company wants the underdog product D to perform better and they want a net revenue of some $60,000. Now how we can have a different value for an input cell when we are trying to fix our output? Again, we have to apply the concept of goal seek. So go to data, what if analysis, goal seek. Now this time the set cell, that means we are fixing the net revenue. So the cell that we have to choose is D6. We are fixing the value of D6 to 60,000. Now by changing with cell, we want the production of D to be higher. So that means we want this to increase. The value for cell B5 we want to increase. So we have set up the goal seek now. Let's see what value goal seek returns us. In case we want our net revenue to be 60,000 and we want product D to perform better. So the unit sold for D needs to be increased from 100 to 250. So that means by fixing the output, and if we want to see the change in one of the inputs, we have applied the goal seek concept and we have got one of the values of the inputs that we are looking for. So basically using goal seek, we can determine the input values using a fixed output. So we have solved two word problems using goal seek. Now you can go ahead by formulating such problems in Excel and then try goal seek concept whenever you have a fixed output and you need to find out any of the input values. That's all in today's lecture. Thank you.